welcome in. Yes, I am early, but this whole week has been very wonky, and if you will forgive me for just a minute, I just have to quick finish sending these emails to Fantasy's teachers because I cannot attend parent-teacher conferences, and I was trying to email her teachers, but the email is very, very annoying and not working the way I would like it to. There we go. I'm just kind of sending the same thing to each teacher, but I went Tuesday to my doctor's appointment later in the day and found out that, yay, I didn't tear any ligaments or tendons, which is what we were worried about. But I did I did break the back of my knee. So where your knee turns into your tibia, like connects, where it comes out, like kind of goes out, I fractured the shelf there. So I am currently 4 weeks non-weight bearing on crutches, and I cannot crutch to Kingdom Come. All over the school to meet with all her teachers. So I am attempting to email her teachers, but it is being wonky. It doesn't want to cooperate. So I am sorry. I'm trying to just quit email, which I thought would, in theory, be really quick, but sadly it is not. Okay. Okay, that should have been all. No, one more. One more, I think. Yeah. So I was afraid basically the whole time that, like, leading up to the appointment after the MRI, that they would tell me that they didn't find anything and that it was just wait and see how it heals, like super strained it or whatever. But it wasn't that, which I guess is good. But at the same time is frustrating because it literally is just wait and see now. Okay, I think I got all her teachers. Sorry about that. So it still really is wait and see, and the way I broke it, you can really only see it on an MRI because they took x-rays, like, of the front of my knees, of the back of my knees bent as much as I could, like straight on, and they didn't see it. It wasn't there. And then when they did the MRI, they saw the fracture And he even went back to the x-rays they took and like super zoomed in where it should be, and he couldn't see them. Like he couldn't see the fracture. 4 weeks of non-weight bearing. So he said the only thing to do, like there's not even a brace to put on it really that will do anything. All it is to keep as much weight off of it as possible to hope that it heals. And then come back in 4 weeks and they'll do an x-ray and see if they can see the healing on the x-ray versus the fracture itself. But I think they're just gonna have to do another MRI to see it. But it said like my meniscus and my ACL were in great condition. Like they weren't hurt at all, but I did that to my knee. No, I don't go to the VA. I'm being seen at a place called Ortho Arkansas. They actually have an urgent care for orthopedics. So if you or your kid like falls down and you hurt your arm and you're worried it might be broken, you can go there instead of the emergency room. And then of course, it's connected to like a doctor's office. So I'm just being seen at a regular off-base place. We live about 20 minutes from Little Rock Air Force Base. So he doesn't even really go to the VA except for VA stuff. We have a regular doctor on base that we see as like our everyday practitioner. But it is still annoying and frustrating and 7 other things. But yeah, it's still just wait and see. Hopefully it heals. It is one that if you do it bad enough, you will have to have surgery to fix it. So luckily I don't have to have surgery. But, sorry, I'm trying to think. 21, 22. So, 23, 24. These aren't numbered, so I have to keep guessing which font, like keep track of the dates myself. I should have, in Sharpie, gone through and wrote the dates, but I didn't. Okay, we have 2 more spooky advents to do today. And next Thursday is Halloween. Yeah, so for like the past... So, when I went to my appointment on Tuesday, it had been about 3 weeks since I had done it. So at first, for like the first week, I used both crutches. And then I just tried not to move as much as possible. And then the last week, I've really gone down to like 1 crutch. And I was just kind of using it almost like a cane to help me walk because we thought I tore the ligament. And then at the appointment, I only took 1 crutch. And he was like, go back to 2 crutches and keep all your weight off of it. And I was like, fudge nugget. The palms of my hands are all sore from like crutching. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna make, and then it becomes part of this kind of, I don't know, thing. But yeah, he uses the VA for VA stuff, but because we live so close to a base, we just do that. Because we have TRICARE for life. I don't, because he was in for the 20 years. I don't know if you have that or not, or what you were eligible for. Okay, so.
We have
Welcome
always
in, Mal.
lurked among
Thank you for the lurky lurk, the worky lurks. Oh, let me start Stream Raiders. I heard a rumor that Dungeons started today. So Deers is what you're enrolled in, like in the military system. That's how they keep track of everybody. But we have like when a new baby is born, before they can have TRICARE, you have to enroll them in Deers. So if you're not enrolled in Deers, you can't have TRICARE because they can't see you. Like, if you're a single airman and you get married, your wife has to be enrolled in Deer, or you have to enroll her in Deers before she can be seen on base and stuff. It's how they keep track of people. But yeah, we have TRICARE for life on top of, like, Deers is just something everybody's enrolled in if you're connected to the military at all. At least that's what I was told. As I know you guys were Army versus Air Force, and sometimes things are different, which is, I mean, it shouldn't be, but it is. But yeah, like, if your family wasn't enrolled in Deers, they couldn't be seen at the VA either. Okay, let's see. I see no dungeons. Yeah, so you should be able to have TRICARE. Well, I don't know if we can have TRICARE for life because he did 20 years. I think that's why we can have TRICARE for life. I may be wrong about that, though. Like, because he officially retired. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't just get out, he retired. But again, I could be totally wrong about that. Yeah. I think that's the difference. But again, like I said, I'm not 100%, so maybe take that with a little bit of, caution. I could be wrong. Hey, I said buy another one. Ooh, now I got 9 up to 30.
We have always lurked among you.
Thank you for the lurky lurk, Kaz. Okay. I think I bought all my stuff that I can. I do not see any. Well, maybe dungeons start today, but at, like, later in the day. Maybe that's the deal. Okay. Ranged units, musketeers, and necromancers, it looks like. But yeah, for us, it works the same way as when we were in. We just call up the base and tell them we need an appointment. Or like this, I got a referral to go to them. What do my musketeers look like anymore? Oh, it looks like that. I'll figure it out eventually. I keep changing the skins and then I totally forget what they look like, so. Yeah, so it's a mixed bag. It's hooray, I don't need knee surgery, but at the same time, not hooray. I've been on crutches so many times. I am so sick and tired of them, and that brown dot just flew off to somewhere. Never. Oh, it landed right on my lap. How convenient. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we need this and this. Yeah, I mean, so when I originally broke my leg, like way back 2007, I was on crutches from just before Christmas till April, non weight bearing that whole time. And then when I had the second surgery to take all the metal out because I had the adverse reaction to it, I was on them for, starting like mid August. Thank you for the worky lurky, Kevin. I want to say for like 2 months, because again they had to wait for the bone to like harden back up and things like that, and I kind of had to learn to walk again, like for the third time, because I had issues because of how my body reacted to the metal. So I kind of had to semi learn to walk again. And then a couple years ago, when I had the maintenance surgery, I was supposed to be on them for 48 hours. That turned into like at least 2 weeks. So I have been on them for more time than I could ever imagine. And that's not to count, I broke my leg when I was younger and was on them. Like, I am so, like, if I never see a crutch, which is unrealistic to think I will never see one because I will have other maintenance surgeries and things like that. But I am so tired of crutches. I do not look forward to the next month, possibly longer, wearing them because I hardly ever heal in the fashion they think I will. That has been with surgeries, like the skin healing and stuff. So maybe it'll be different with just the bone. But either way, I don't look forward to it. Okay. See you when you come back. Let's see. It wants this kind of zigzag deal on the top here. Ah! Flip it, put this on, and then all 4. keep this. 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 We found out what happened to my leg on my appointment on Tuesday. Sorry, this is probably going to be repeated a million times. I essentially broke the back of my knee. Tibia plateau fracture, where your knee turns into your tibia. That like slope where it goes thin, or like if you're coming up from the leg up to your knee, it like starts to go out in the back. I cracked it, like across the bottom, and now I am on crutches for the next 4 weeks, at least. So I am frustrated because I freaking hate crutches. But that is not at you guys. I hate crutches. And I almost wish I could get those other type of crutches. So you have your standard crutches, you know, they go underneath your armpits and you use your like palms on the things to crutch like this. There's another type of crutch where it goes like behind your arm and like cups your arm, and then there's like little handles that stick out and you use those. And I almost think those would be easier. But I have crutches left over from when Boy Wonder hurt his knee last year. So, okay. Ooh, this one kind of turns a little bit. This was the first of the spooky advents we did today. Let me put this in the pile and I will do the brick text, Devin. But I hope you are having a good day, Devin. I'm just kind of whiny, frustrated. I hate the wait and see. And that's what we're at. Wait and see how it heals. You had an omelet. Okay, we're on this step. So I need one of these. And I learned it's kind of gross. So he was going over the MRI with me, and he was like scrolling through, because you know MRIs are like slices, you know, of the inside. And he was going over it, and he was explaining to me like where the break was and what it was and whatnot. And he was like, you see, this is like the inside of your knee, essentially. He's like, you see how it's all like dark? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, and then you can see like the bone and whatnot. Well, he's like, that's where the bone is. And then he showed me, you know, like the edge of the bone is white, so you can see it compared to other things. And he's like, when you scroll down and you see the fracture, he's like, you see how the tibia is all like white? And he's like, all that, the stuff, the fluid. He's like, that's actually blood seeping from your bone. And I was like, great. Yum. Ugh. But anyway, all the fluid on that they've been telling me I have on my knee, I guess, is actually blood pooling in my leg. It's really not great. So we are on a wait and see for like, I go back in 4 weeks, like right before Thanksgiving. Ooh, we have a choo-choo train, maybe? a ghost train, literally, because got a little ghosty on it. Or skelly train. I don't know. And then it becomes part of this house. Make sure I didn't get any underneath the keyboard. Okay. It is showing a bunch of purple pieces, but there are not purple pieces in here. Like, what they want. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong side. Hold, please. I was showing you guys that side, and then I got distracted. So this here and here. And I feel kind of bad, like, complaining about it, whining about it, because certainly there are other people out there who have it worse, but I am just frustrated. You summoned them! I know, I did a prescription refill. You know, you gotta email your doctor because you're out of refills. And they emailed me back, you have to make an appointment. You have to come in and see us. Oh, I hate that. Just give me my refill. Oh, it was stuck to it. I was like, really? You gonna push that off? Okay. Yeah, I was like, at this point, I think I would have rather had to have another surgery, because then at least I knew it was getting fixed. I hate the waiting and seeing. Plus, there's not a cast or anything on it, and I know myself. I'm gonna wind up using it. Like forgetting and putting it down and all that kind of crap. So I'm just a little whiny today, so pay no heed. Okay, then these two, ghosty. Plus, it's a kind of a crappy time of year to have this. Like, normally we do all kinds of things with the kids for Halloween, like trunk or treating and then actual trick or treating, and I wanted to take them to Boo at the Zoo. You know, it's just a mess. Oh, I'm out of frame. Not paying attention. So this is our second one for today. Like I said, maybe a ghost train or a skelly train, something like that. And it becomes part of the house. Step 32. Okay, I really don't know what I want to do today. It's same as Tuesday, I didn't know what I wanted to do then either. So these are the winter ornamenty things I got. If you are a subscriber, you get to pick one and I'll send it to you for Christmas, as long as you're willing to give me your address. And in fact, while I'm thinking about that, bear with me, I'm going to quick make a Google sheet, because I keep forgetting. I keep saying I'm going to make one, and then I keep not doing it. So bear with me while I quick do that. I gotta find it first. Oh, there we go. I was like, what? I wasn't scrolling down far enough. What is it? Google form, that's what I want. That's better. Sorry, guys. I know it's just a wonky day. I don't know today. That's the truth. Okay. This is what I want. Copy. Okay. So I did that. It's all ready. So if anybody who is in chat right now is a subscriber, I know Devin subscribes. I think Rad does. If you guys want to, it's only if you're willing to send me your address. So I guess what I should do. I mean, I have your address already, Rad. If you wanted to pick yours, we can do it and I'll send it to you in the mail. There's also a redeem. If you're not a subscriber, you can redeem and have one sent to you in the States, of course, because international shipping is stupid expensive. So I have, they're ugly sweater, little like ornament keychain things. I thought it'd be cool to like send as a gift to subscribers for Christmas, or you know, if you do the redeem. But I have different ones. Lightning Builder. Like I said, I will gladly send you one. You just have to be in the States and willing to give me your address. It'll go in a Google Doc, like I'll send a Google form to you, and then you tell me which one you want, Lightning Builder. So I have. Welcome in, Laura. I hope you're having a good day. So I have this one. I have this reindeer one. Here's another reindeer one. This one's a snowflake one. Yeah, just this week. Fantasy got out on Tuesdays and Thursdays at like 1 o'clock because they have parent-teacher conferences in the afternoon, so they get out early. Then this one is a Santa hat. I had them organized by type. Apparently that quickly went out the window when I put them back in the box. You want a snowflake one? Okay, I have several snowflake ones you can choose from. Make sure I have them. Like I said, I had them organized, but that quickly went out the window. Apparently, when I put them back in the box, which is a lesson to me. Okay, these are the 4 snowflake ones I have. I have this blue and yellow, blue, yellow, red, and then... You want this one, Rad? Okay, Rad. And then I have yellow sleeves, and then this one is all the way through, and this one is like yellow and blue. Yeah, those are my snowflake ones. You just let me know, Lightning Builder. The yellow and blue? Okay. As I keep dropping things. And I will put a little sticky note on it, or else I will forget who goes with who. I have your address, Rad, but I will send you the form, Lightning Builder, and you can just fill it out. Let me do this, Whisper. If it's gonna, cooperate with me. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay. So, let me just write my little... That way I remember whose is whose. And I have like a glue I put over to make sure that the beads stick to it. So I will do these, and then I will, later today, I'll put the glue stuff on them, let that side dry, flip it over, put it on the other side, and so I'll probably mail them out next week so that I'm sure the glue stuff has like dried and hardened. Oh, I found another reindeer. Oh, there's nothing down there. Yeah, so they have these little like keychain things you put on them when they're done. Oh, here's what I wanted. Oh, stream of Waddles. I never know which way they're gonna go, so it's just a wild guess. Give me any little baggies. That's right, I had some around. Oh no, that's okay. Thank you, Lightning Builder. Okay, let's see. Come on, bring it up. Select human. If you played Disney Dreamlight Valley and did not see it, yesterday through Halloween Day, there's a new trick or treat event with some trick or treat quests. So be sure to check that out. There's like little buckets of like candy around the village that you gotta like pick up and then do stuff. This and then okay, it's not. It doesn't want to be found easily. That's because it keeps going to the bottom of the bag. Okay, make sure I'm holding this correctly. There. And that was the book. Welcome in, Fantasy. Hopefully your day is going well. My skizzer ran away. Okay. It was number 1. So I guess we'll start there. Seems like a good place to start. Okay. Except the fact that I am ill prepared still for anything. Mostly because I haven't had to open up any packages in a minute. I had a skizzer on my desk. It is now vanished. It is too early for lunch. You just ate breakfast. Like you just got to school. Which one? I feel like there's 72 of them, and I know that's not nice, but also I feel like kind of true. It's a little like Rocky, you know, Rocky 75. The comeback. Isn't he old? With all your little hair ties in it? Okay. I have got to get organized. Oh, the TV show. Okay. Not the movie. I like the little pterodactyl. She's my favorite. Was it Ducky or something like that? Yeah, the Petrie. I have not watched the show. I've only ever watched like I think the first couple movies I remember from when I was a kid. But I do remember seeing that there was a show. Yeah, I like the little pterodactyl dude. She was very spunky. She didn't care that she was tiny. Wow, that's a lot of episodes. And that's coming from somebody who's seen like every episode of Grey's Anatomy and Supernatural. That's a lot of episodes. That'll keep you busy for a while. Are they just like half an hour episodes? Or are they like the hour long? I assume because it's a cartoon, it's probably half an hour. But but there could be, they could be an hour. Yes, I love watching the bloopers. They are pretty funny. So I'm just gonna do both sides. I know it'd probably be better to do one side and then the other, which, as I'm saying that. Okay, there's no one on this one. Minifigures. Okay, let me put just back in the bag. We are a mess of things today, and I'm okay with that. My paper fell on the floor, and I just haven't picked it up. Okay, before we open it, did anybody want to take a guess? We got no duplicates in the first box. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. But if you would like to take a guess about what we might get in the box, feel free. I'm not as scientific about this as Quack is, and he likes to, weigh them and guess. This, yeah, that's 7, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, you think we're gonna get the green alien? Another paper. Skeleton looking dude. This guy. He looks like a predator. Which is probably not something. Is the 36-year-old anniversary of Land Before Time. That's why I'm watching. Ah, okay. That's cool. I think we got this dude. Yep, that's who we got. So there's his legs and his torso. And then his head is kind of not completely translucent, but sparkly plastic. Oh, the baby. Okay. Yeah, Orion. Yeah, after the constellation. He's got like an afro. Really curly hair. You can't. His face is kind of hard to see. It's like silver on the purple, but it is kind of hard to make out. Like for the camera. The camera just, it looks all one to me. Okay. Just take your club. It does look cool. Let me see if I turn on just a little light. So, still no duplicates for the space ones. We're doing good. Let's check him off. Okay, I did number 1. Let's see. Okay, does need number 2. Ooh, that was close to ripping the bag and making a giant mess. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, 1 and 2 don't look that different to me. It may be just like subtly, but to me it looks almost the same. this one have any twos? No. Okay. No threes, but 4. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna crutch to get a scissor real quick because I don't want to accidentally, like, have beads fly across everywhere. And I may have a scissor relatively close. Oh no, he's got that backwards in there. That's not gonna work. I would have had one closer, but he's got my, the drawer things got put backwards. And there's things in front of them, so I can't easily turn it. So, we are just a mess today. Okay, so. Oh, that's why they're the same. It gave me 2 bags of number 1. Pay no attention to the person who's not paying attention. You're like, oh my god, somebody else is as messed up as me! Yes. Apparently, this is, the mode for today. At least there weren't a ton of them. No wonder they didn't look different. They weren't different. I know that's sad. Well, when we go visit for Thanksgiving, there'll be a Culver's there, and we can go to Culver's then. Look at that. It must just be. And we can go to the burger place that was up in North Dakota. There's one there too. Sickies. There we go. Brad's like, she's messing up my stuff. No. There's a lot of glue on there. I didn't think there would be 2 bags, but I guess maybe. Like, you know what I mean? That there would need to be enough beads of that color to need 2 bags. But, I mean, there are 20 things front and back, so I guess maybe. But I guess I'd rather have them give me too much than not enough. So.
We have always lurked among you.
Have fun in math class. She was telling me what they were doing in math the other day because she got a really good grade, and I was like, that's fantastic. And I was like, you want to know what your brother's doing in math? And I started to explain it, and her eyes glazed over, and she was like, yeah, don't bother, Mom. I have already stopped listening. He's doing math I don't remember doing, but maybe my brain just blocked it out. He's doing like square root radical. I don't know. It's just a lot. He's doing a lot. But yesterday, so he has he's, as an 8th grader, he's taking 2 freshman classes. And when they talked about it with us last year, about them even kind of applying to take the classes above their grade level, we were told that it would kind of go that they would decide whether they could take the class at all or not based on like their grades and such. And then we were told that even if they were granted the right to take the class, if they did not have a B or above come like the end of October, that they would be moved back to an 8th grade class with no repercussions. They wouldn't have to make up the work they missed, and they wouldn't then like start out with a bad grade point average for high school essentially. And so yesterday, his computer teacher, because he's taking a computer science class, sent an email out reminding that so you want to check their check your students' grades and see if they're going to get to stay in the class or not. He has a 98 in it, so I don't think he's going to be removed from the class. And when he had parent-teacher conferences last week, which were virtual because he goes to a virtual school, the teacher was like, he's taking Algebra 1 and the computer science course. And I was like, yep. And I know they're 9th grade classes. And she's like, yeah, they're one of the hardest classes. And he has an A in both. And I was like, I know. And I didn't even need to open 3, and I did anyway. That's rigged. Kind of. But they figure it's only the first 2 months of school, so they haven't really missed anything. But they really look hard. They don't I think they say that, but I don't know how many kids they've ever had to actually put back. Because they do like a rigorous thing to decide if they can even take the class. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much. I think I did trim too close. Okay. How many of the kids have actually like failed at it and had to go back to an 8th grade class? I see your hydrate, Devin, but I am so unprepared. I forgot to get a drink this morning. Mainly because I had a plan to take a shower after I dropped Fantasy off. And then when I got home, Boy Wonder was in the shower. So I had to wait till he was done and the water heated back up and then rush. Today is just a day. Like nothing is going. So when the next battle happens, I will go get a drink. And then I can do the review. But he's doing really well. He's got A's and B's. He had a C for like half a minute. And then he did another assignment, and I guess some other assignments got graded, and then he had a B again. Oh. Okay, listen, I've got to stay in frame. Which apparently I'm not very good at today. Anybody remember the TV show Dexter from back in the day? You know, he was a serial killer that only killed serial killers or bad people. they're trying to make like, or I guess they are making, not trying to make, an origin story type show where it talks about how, because the theory was, or the story was, that he always had those kind of tendencies, but he was trained and given a code and whatnot. Yeah, the show is called Dexter. He he's a blood splatter analysis, but he's also a serial killer that only kills bad people. But I believe HBO or something like that is what it was originally on, and now they're going to try, or are making an origin story for him about like how, because his dad was a police officer and basically gave him the code to live by. Essentially, he knew he was going to kill. Like, he knew from being a police officer and the tendencies he was seeing that Dexter was going to grow up to be a serial killer no matter what. So he figured if he gave him a code and taught him, he wouldn't kill just anybody, Like, he wouldn't be out there killing innocent people. He would only be out there killing people who essentially deserve to be killed, at least in his dad's eyes. And so he was given a code, and that's what he did. He killed other serial killers. Anyway, I've been rewatching it, kind of, like in between new shows. I've been watching the old Dexter, like, because the way they ended it, it didn't have to really end the show. It could turn out to be one of those things where it ended for now and they could bring it back later, which they did. They had a revival season, I think only one, and he was like in Alaska or something, but I haven't watched that because it's only been on like one of the channels you have to pay more for, which I suppose I could do one of those free jobbies, where you get like a free week of it and you can watch it. So I know some people in the channel have like a crazy amount of points, but I only listed these at the 2,000 points because I didn't want to be like set it at 10,000 and it be like a crazy thing. But do you think that is too low or too high for a redeem cost to have one of these sent to you if you're not a subscriber? Flip over. There we go. But I thought these were cute. I like to do the diamondy dots, obviously. But I did kind of like shop around a bit. I was looking at several different sets they had. And then these were ugly sweaters, which I love to do. The ugly sweater thing. We, as a family, do the ugly sweater thing every year. Beedo, Beedo, Beedo. Converge channel points to cat. Oh, I think I forgot to turn my... Did I? Nope, wrong. There we go. I did. I forgot to turn on my my voice thing. Listen, he does all kinds of crazy math. So I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it's math I don't remember doing, and I did trig, pre-calc, and I took physics, which is just more math but sciencey math. And I sit there and I like go through it with him. You know, like he's doing all the math really, but I just kind of sit with him and, you know, make sure if he's having issues, we talk it out, find the answer type of a deal. And the math he's been doing lately is like the square root of 5, which by the way doesn't have a square root, times the square root of 21, u to the 4th power, t to the 4th power, f to the 4th power. Yeah. It's definitely some interesting math. It's like I said, I don't remember doing it. Maybe my brain blocked it out. This is just Algebra 1. I'm gonna be honest, I took pre-calc, I took trig, pre-calc, and physics for fun because I was bored and they didn't have classes to give me. Okay, I think I'm gonna go like that. I will go get a drink real quick so I can do Devin's Redeem. Okay, I'm back. Continue. I'm gonna do somebody else this time, even though, well, I guess I technically did both things it wanted me to do. I didn't even pay attention about what that gave me. Start. Where are you? I think it's move more this way. There you are. Kill all the things. Okay. I have a drink now to do Devin's Redeem. Oh, you're kidding me. There we go. the little tabby didn't actually, it like barely crack the soda. Okay. But yeah, he's doing some crazy math. So I moved schools my junior year, and I didn't have a seventh period, and I had like what felt like 5 study halls because they didn't have the classes I was taking at my last school. Like, they couldn't fit them in. They either didn't have them or couldn't fit them in based around like my normal curriculum, like extracurriculars. Like accounting and mythology and stuff like that. So then my senior year, they were like, if these are classes you have to take. Now, what do you want around them? Because you're basically done. Like with these couple, you take whatever you want. And so I was like, well, I'm bored. I don't need any maths. I don't need any sciences, whatever. But I also don't want to take any of the classes you have available. So I wound up taking like physics and, like I said, trig, pre-calc, just to fill the day. I was a little worried and hesitant when we had him switch from a regular public school to this online school. Like, how would it really work? Things like that. And we transferred in really late. Like, we just snuck in under the transfer line. And it was pretty good last year. And then when they had like the end of the year, let's talk about next year and things like that, and the possibility of high school courses. And then we learned that he can actually graduate with his high school diploma and what is it, the short one, like your first 2 years of college, your associates or bachelor's, whichever one it is. He can graduate with those at the same time if he wants. So they can take college courses together with their high school courses. And they have where they let them shadow jobs and things like that. So because you have an idea, you're like, that job is so cool. And then you learn that job is really 95% paperwork, 5% what you thought it was. So they can get an idea about whether they really like that job in real life or not. I will say the school Fantasy goes to is pretty good too. They have lots of options for them to take different classes geared towards figuring out what they want to do in the future. They have a construction course, like car courses, like mechanic. They have paramedic courses where you can essentially do the beginning steps of becoming an EMT while you're still in high school. I like that they're geared to the very real thing that not everybody goes to college, that you can have a career without going to college. Ah, listen, Mouse, that's not what I was trying to do. B. Yep, all the B's on this one too. So I like that about both their schools. That, you know, I know we had a big push where it was like, you'll if you don't go to college, you'll never get a job and you'll have to work at Walmart. But that's not true. You can get apprenticeships, there are tons of jobs that you don't go to college for. Or at least, a 4 year. That one is upside down. So I like that both schools have that kind of aspect to them. Like you could go to a trade school or, become an apprentice or tons of different things. I see. I have mixed feelings about college. I think, yes, college is very good for certain degrees. But also, in that same vein, I don't get why, if I'm going to school to become an accountant or a lawyer, why I have to take courses that have nothing to do with what I'm going to school for. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to take science courses if I'm going to become an English teacher? Why do they're like, well, you need a well-rounded education. No, I feel like that's not what college is for. If I'm going to school to become a physicist, why do I have to take English courses? I could see math, it goes hand in hand. But why do I have to take, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a lot of things you have to take that don't have anything to do with what you're going for. Now, if you sign up and you're undeclared or whatever, sure. Take a bunch of stuff, see what you like. But if I have declared this as my major, why do I still have to take all these other classes that don't have anything to go? Like, I'm giving you money and you're teaching me things that don't have anything to do with what I want to learn. Like, what I want to do with the rest of my life. I hate that part about college. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Once you've declared your major, why? And like I said, I totally get that some kids really don't know what they necessarily want to do. They're going to college, they have a rough idea. So the first year, take open courses, take a bunch of different subjects. Intro to psych, into art, intro to this, intro to that, whatever. See what you like, see what sticks, see what you hate. But once you've declared a major, all your classes should be geared towards that. And whether that's your second year, your third year, whatever. Like, once you've declared, I don't understand why you have to take the other classes. And maybe at some colleges you don't, and I am totally, don't know what I'm talking about. but I feel like you wind up taking a lot of classes that don't have anything to do with what you're going to learn. Because you need a well-rounded education. But that I don't think that's what college should be for. Okay, these are all like, you see how they're the right side up, but the color is on the wrong side. The color is on the flat side that you put down. So let me dump those so they don't get back in the bag. Oh, like I said, maybe it's just me being me ranting, but I don't like that aspect. I think if I ever did more schooling, it would be geared towards like accounting or whatever. I love the numbers. Lord knows I use math in my sewing all the time. Okay, that looks like all the bees on the front sides. Yeah, I totally agree that college is very much needed. If you're certain computer classes, like certain things you're gonna do in computers, definitely you need a college degree. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a teacher. But then on the other hand, I think some things you don't need to go to college for. Some things you can go to trade school for and things like that. I don't need this bag anymore. These are from my coasters. Which I'm going to seal. I need to place like a bunch of paper down on my desk so I can seal a bunch of these things I finished. Then we use these little bags. Okay. Good luck on your errands. There's nothing worse than going to the store for something and them not having what you need. One back over here with its little paper for now. think that I dumped out just the right amount, or very close to it. Okay, so this is the front side of Rad's ugly sweater ornament. Of course, the back side is exactly the same, but you know, finished side. So I will take off the back now, or at least peel it up a little bit, and just put this one last bead. No need to dump it back in the bag. It's gonna have to get on anyways. We'll just do that. Welcome in from lunch, Crazy. Okay, let's see. It looks like number 6. 5, 6. I have a whole thing of more of these baggies, but again, I'd have to get up and go get them, so we're just gonna do this instead. Bear with my disorganized self today. How is your class going, Crazy? Okay. I'm not sure how much of that will need, so I won't pour a ton out. Not many, so it was a good call. Okay, and then looks like H. See, these look like H and H, don't they? Like all H, H. I think these are supposed to be B, and it got messed up because they're in the blue. Like the B was almost a little bit too big for the circle, and so it missed some of it. So I'll have to go back to B for these, but then the other number just looks like H. So let's find H. So see if it looks different on. I don't know. That's hard to tell. We're just gonna go with my best guess. Oh, welcome in, Alex. We are working on 2 of the ugly sweaters. Lightning Builder redeemed one, and then Rad picked his as a subscriber. So that's what we've been doing. I am very disorganized today, though, so it is a very much bear with me situation. Okay. Oh, I did need G2. Okay. Are you feeling better today, Alex? Even a little bit? I know you haven't been feeling well. And I feel like it's that time of the year for the crud. Yeah, I do my best to be very organized on stream. But not today, apparently. I blame it half on the fact that not everything is where it needs to go still. And then these dang crutches are pissing me off, so. I feel like I can't do anything because can't carry anything anywhere really because both my hands are full of crutches. I'm gonna have to find. I have like a ton of bags, okay? I'm going to have to find a bag that I can just kind of cross body it and stick whatever I need to carry from place to place in my bag. And it's just so you just gotta wait it out. Treat the side effects, but there's really not much you can do. You can take cough medicine or like a nasal decongestant, whatever, chest decongestant, but really there's nothing to do. Wait it out. My least favorite type of anything. I hate the wait it out. Fantasy was on antibiotics last week, but not because she was sick as like a preventative. Apparently, one of the kids at her school caught whooping cough, and she was in close proximity to them. So they gave us a form, and I called her doctor, and they put her on some preventative antibiotics in hopes that she wouldn't then get whooping cough, which she is technically immunocompromised, so it would be not great if she got it. No, stop trying to make me make a mess. Okay. This is the last color on the front. And then we flip it around and do everything again on the back. I am too in a currently wait and see pattern. So the doctor said I did not, in fact, tear anything, which is excellent, no surgery. Except only to be seen on the MRI, I broke the back of my knee. I fractured the tibial plateau part of my knee. So, like where your knee connects to your tibia, if you're coming up from the leg, it kind of starts to go out to go up into the knee. I fractured that part where it starts to come out. And you can only see it on the MRI, not on x rays. So, one day I will figure out, where to put things in my camera. But so there's no brace, there's no really anything they can do. They told me to start using both crutches instead of just one, and I have 4 weeks of non-weight bearing, and then I go back. And I learned that all the wonderful fluid that they've been saying is on my knee, and I can see it, like, the pouch is not actually fluid per se, but it is blood that is seeping out of the bone, or had come out of the bone when I broke it. So, I just have to wait, and my body will reabsorb it. But there's a huge pouch. Like, if this is your knee, there's like right here above it, there's like this pocket of stuff that I can like poke, and it's like lifted up. Like, it's a good size. And I just thought it was, fluid, but I guess it's really blood, which is kind of gross. Yeah. So I was told just to ice, elevate, rest it, don't put any weight on it, but there's not really anything they can do because of where the break is. Now, if I broke it like all the way through, I would have had to have surgery to like reconnect the bone. Like a cast wouldn't have done it. But because it's not broke all the way through, it's just a fracture, like a crack, I just have to wait and see that it heals. And with past surgeries, I have always had issue, like it took longer for me to heal. So all I can do is hope that it is not the same for the bone. Because I really don't want this 4 weeks of not weight bearing to turn into 6, to turn into 8, and, on and on. And I feel like when I go back, he's just going to take more x-rays when he couldn't see it on the x-ray to begin with. And then we're going to be at kind of a, yeah, it's fine. Well, it doesn't feel fine. Well, it's fine. I'm going to have potentially have to, like, request a second MRI. It makes me nervous because if you can't see it on the x-ray, when you have me come back, you're still not going to be able to see it. How are you going to, like, be sure that it is healed? Without doing another MRI. Doodly doos. Yeah. It hurts. Like, it doesn't hurt as much as, like, other bones I've broken, but it definitely is not pleasant. I'm gonna go this way this time. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot of enemies. I didn't realize there were that many enemies previously. no, we still died. Okay, let's see. What else could I put there? Well, it wants me to do necromancers. Let's try that. Over here. Maybe not in the middle? I don't know. But yeah, so currently I'm just 4 weeks of non-weight bearing, and then I go back. I go back like right before Thanksgiving here in the States. So I had planned really Tuesday after my appointment to try to do some of the parent-teacher conferences, because I was just using one crutch, kind of like a cane, you know, just to kind of not put all the weight on it, but, you know, walking with it. And he was like, no, stop doing that. You want no weight. So I had to go back to 2 crutches, and I was like, I cannot 2 crutch it all over that campus. So I called the school today to explain, and they're like, your best bet would just be to email each of the teachers and see what they say. So I did that, and in fact, I had to finish doing that right at the beginning of my stream. I was still finishing doing that. So, see what her teachers say. Because I really do. Like, some parents don't go to the parent-teacher conferences. They're just like, whatever, they're in high school, it doesn't matter. But I still go. I talk with each teacher. You know, is she behaving in class? Are we having a problem where, like, homework is turned in at like the very last second kind of a deal? You know, have you noticed any issues? You know, not necessarily behaviorally, but like, do you think she's having issues with this class that I should help her study, or things like that? So I am frustrated that I cannot attend. And if I couldn't, I would just send Crazy to go ask. But he's out of town still. So, okay, that's the front, the finished front of the one lightning builder picked. So we will flip it and start on the back. Ooh, it hardly feels like I've already been on for 2 hours. I'm not sure this is that exciting for you guys. I keep feeling like I should be like up here. Okay, H. Trick or Treat started last night or yesterday, not last night, in Dreamlight Valley, Alex. So there's some quests and some like little prizes that you can do, like achievement type things. One is to give like 10 different villagers a piece of candy. Another is for you yourself to eat 3 different colors of candy. And then there's some others. But you get like Halloweeny decorations and things like that. Yes, they say it's I looked it up. Well, really I looked up what the achievements, like how to do the achievements, cuz I had started, but I was like, I don't know what I did that it started. You know what I mean? And it was the giving different villagers different candy quest or achievement, whatever you want to call it. And I was reading the thing about it, and it says that it appears sporadically through. Welcome back, Rad. I finished the front part of yours. This is what. Now we have to do it again on the back, but this is what it looks like. But so around the main, not the guard, the meadow, the one above it, where you go to the castle, like where your house starts, and like where Scrooge's store is, and all that kind of stuff. That main where the fountain is, it says they appear sporadically through there, but on the plaza, on Halloween itself, they will appear more often that day. Because it said it appears like once a day, but things were appearing as I was running around yesterday. Like, that candy bucket was not there. I've run past this spot like 10 times already and it wasn't there. So I haven't done any kind of quest yet. I've just done like achievement, so I can't tell you about the quest. It says there's quests though. But I got like, ads are going to start in about 30 seconds. For those of you who gets ads, it's 3 minutes, but then we're good for another hour. I got like a Mickey pumpkin head thing, and then once you get it, you can always make more of it at your table, your crafting table. So no, fell off my pen. Yeah, that's all I've been doing too, is just collecting.
Hello there.
Come on. There we go. A little bit more yellow, and then we can go to the next color. Rad, Target has some Legos 20% off. There's not like a ton of them, but it's worth a look through to see what they have. This weekend is Fantasy's first archery tournament for the season. Yeah, you can go online to Target.com and look at them. If you go to the weekly ad and flip through it, when you get to the thing, you can even click on that part of the ad, and then it'll bring it up on like a little sidebar, and you just scroll down and say like see all that the sale applies to, and then it'll bring it up on like a main screen. I got you. Target should totally sponsor me. I shop there and talk about them enough. that. Come on. Tried not to pour like a million of these out. We're having Taco Thursday. That's what Boy Wonder wanted to make, was tacos. We had sausage and mini pierogies last night. Well, that was more than I needed, but oh well. Lots of these. So we can pour a bunch of those out. Because both of them have a bunch of bees. Yeah, last night, their coaches used the Remind app, to send out info. And they put out like tentative dates for the tournaments they want to go to, but they also have to attend tournaments that count towards states. So those dates might change, but I'm happy to at least have a tentative schedule. I feel like last year it was very much the week of, or like the weekend before a tournament, a sign up sheet would get sent out and then you'd fill it out. And the one time I filled it out and they were like, come on, not very many people signed up. And I was like, just double checking to make sure Fantasy got signed up. I filled out the form and they're like, no, we didn't get that. So now I'm also kind of like paranoid that when I fill it out, they're not seeing that she filled it, that she is signed up for it. But she's been shooting consistently about a 244, which is pretty good because they can only get 300. So it's pretty good. And said she got 2 10s this week at practice. So competition is always a little different. You feel the pressure to shoot, not only shoot good or well, but to so last year she had a problem that she thought she should fire her shot immediately after the person shooting at the same target with her instead of taking her time and making sure she was focused and centered and all that kind of stuff. But it was also her first time competing with archery, and she did get better about things as the season went on. But we'll see how she does this year, because there's been time off and things like that. So I think it's really just the pressure and anxious. A wild Pidgey is loose in chat. Doesn't have the little pumpkin-y thing with it, so I don't believe it has the possibility of one being in disguise. Because of everything that was going on, with the house and then hurting myself, I didn't get my Halloween blow-ups out this year. I'm sad. But I will have to make sure that Crazy puts out my Thanksgiving ones. I have a Thanksgiving minion. He's dressed like a scarecrow, and he's holding a sign that says Happy Thanksgiving. And then I have a little turkey. Yes, we're making ugly sweaters. We're on the back side of both ugly sweaters. There was a bit of being unorganized and that making things a little bit more difficult than it had to be, but we are trucking along. Yeah, I feel like I'm perpetually almost out of frame. I turned the little light on because I thought it was better for you guys. And I guess it really is, but then it makes it hard to see for me because it reflects off the thing. Are you excited? They said they're gonna send out flight times. Hopefully tomorrow at the latest. So we'll know exactly when her flight time is. Which I didn't think about, but I could have requested that she shot earlier in the day. So we could have picked you up, but I didn't think about it at the time. Like, why won't this one clip? Oh, it's an upside down one. Like where the color is on the flat part instead of the rounded part. Okay, that's all the blue on this one. Now we'll switch it. We'll bring lightning builders back. We'll do the blue on this one. So Sunday will be, Dreamlight Valley like always. Well, video game, but lately Dreamlight Valley. And next Tuesday I have 2 smallish Lego sets we can work on, the boathouse and the owlery. And then Thursday we'll finish up the advent calendar, and then we'll separate them and break them down and build them up into the bigger things. So we'll see how much time that takes, and then go from there. Maybe play video games or do some more Diamond Dots. I don't know, because I don't know how long it's gonna take. So it might be a whole stream on its own. It says on the form that if you need to shoot at a different time to let them know. But I didn't think about that when I was filling out the form. I was just like, oh, she'll have to shoot between these times because that's, I didn't even, I saw it on the form, but my brain did not equate it to anything. I guess because I figure that, or they figure, they don't always give you a ton of time, to know that it's going to happen. So if you've already something planned, you can still shoot. But like I said, I read it and my brain was just like, whatever. This class is fun, learning a lot from other players. That's good. But it's definitely another fire hose class where you get a ton of information thrown at you. Almost like you should record it so that you can go back and make sure you can listen to it over and over to make sure you get all the info. I like that name, the Sarcastic Kitten. Come on, turn over. Okay, and those two again are not right. They're upside down. Yeah, I have the slides, but it doesn't include this. Yeah. Almost like I said, like you should like record it. Now these rows up here. Yeah, because you learn a lot more through like discussing what the slides are about and hearing like stories or things the instructor has experienced. So being able to like go over and hear what they said again and maybe hear things you missed the first time or didn't quite understand would be beneficial. Last row of blue. But not a ton of them. Doodly doo, screameritos. Let's see. I think there's way less people this time. Like way less enemies, not people. Allies. Way less enemies because there was 53 last time. So. That sounded like a positive ending. Whoop whoop, Rad with 5 kills. We'll give it to Rad. What's this? Oh, a loyalty scroll chest. I know there haven't been a lot of us, but I think we should give it a shot. Okay, I'm going to refresh this dude. I almost wish you could place like right here, but that's not an option. I think I dumped out just the right amount of these beads, if I can get them to turn over. Come on. There we go. Okay, that is the one Lightning Builder chose. So if you are still here, Lightning Builder, let me know if you like it or not. Like I said, I will put stuff on it to like, it's this stuff. You oh, you can't see it. It's like a top coat. So it fills in between and kind of makes sure that everything stays, that nothing comes off. So I will be putting that on and letting it cure, you know, harden, setting up, whatever you want to call it, before I mail it out. So that, you know, you're not losing little beads and then going, oh my god, I can't fix it. A Mischievous, and it has the pumpkin, so it's part of the Halloween slash maybe one in disguise. I know they were saying that tier A and B could possibly be in disguise. I don't know if she's tier A or B though. I used to have a little thing that would tell you like what ball to use to catch it, but I haven't been seeing that. So I don't know if it stopped working or what. Turnover beads. And they seem to be escaping like really fast. Like I barely see it and then it's already, but maybe that's because I'm doing other things and it just seems like it.
This whole game is rigged.
It is rigged. It's very rigged.
We have always lurked among you.
Thank you for the lurky lurks. So I don't watch like Sister Wives or When the Duggars were on TV, you know, like 19 and counting. But I do find them fascinating in that train wreck sort of way. Like, it's such a mess. but you can't look away. I don't watch the shows, but I do like sometimes watch the little clips, or like people will be kind of like doing their take on that week's episode or whatever. Or lately I've been seeing where they've been interviewing some of the daughters that are now older and not part of really that community anymore per se. And it's just wild, some of the things they're saying. Like they were interviewing the one daughter, like this podcast person was, and she said that she got her first buddy, like a buddy baby, so a baby to take care of. Now, granted, she wasn't solely responsible for the baby, but like to help out with, when she was only like 6 or 7. So, like, essentially, if the mom couldn't get to the child on time, it was her job to get there first, or like to figure out if the baby needed a diaper change or whatever. And then, like, later, as a teenager, like, it would be her job. And she was like, but, my mom kept the super tiny babies with her in the bedroom at night. But I'm like, it's wild. Could you imagine as a teenager being, like, basically responsible for a toddler? All because your mom wanted to keep having kids. Like I said, I watch it in that kind of train wreck sort of way. You know it's awful, but you just can't look away. That one is upside down, so I'll just go anyway. And the one other girl was talking about how they were never allowed to be alone together before they were married. So, like, you couldn't really, like, talk about important things you needed to discuss before you decide if you wanted to marry this person. And, in theory, spend the rest of your life with them. And so they did, like, double dates with, like, older couples, like kids their age, but they're on a double date, so kind of chaperoning each other. Because the other option was to have her 10-year-old little brother be a chaperone. And you can't talk about those kind of things, certain kinds of things, around a 10-year-old, It was just wild. Come on, step over. Oh, I missed a seed. Just one, so we'll go back and get one of those. Come on. That's probably how I missed it. It fell off and then I didn't see where I was going. Okay, that is both of those done. So this is the one Rad chose, and this is the one Lightning Note chose. And I'll put their little... We have a little bit of time. Okay. Let me clean up my garbage from the papers. And I think I had a slightly bigger baggie. Oh, there it is. It's way bigger, but I don't want these clear ones to spill out. And I wasn't paying attention, so I opened both number 1 bags. So let's do that. Okay, I should have 18 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, okay. Let me find the other reindeer and put that one with it. There we go, reindeers. Over there on top of my coasters. And then here's the box. So let's put these back in the box so I don't lose them along with these. And I will get them set up in one of my trays. I will clean out the one I just finished with those coasters I finished, and I'll set this up in there. That way all the bags will be together all nice and neat and in one space. And then in theory, I can stop, I can be a little more organized, potentially. Let's see, so we don't have a ton of time left. So, we'll just play some Dreamlight Valley. Move this over here. And then I'll have to fix the sound because I was playing it yesterday and I turned the sound way down because I don't really care when I'm, playing by myself. I turn the sound down and I can hear the kids or listen to somebody else on stream. So let me turn off the Halloween. And we'll switch to gaming. I don't know if the Halloween event carries over into the expansion. I assume it would, but you know what they say about assuming. Fantasy made some cranberry orange muffins. I always think I'm saying the name wrong, and I probably am. The Krusteaz brand, it's like Krauz, whatever. But I had bought a couple different boxes with like different flavors, and so she made that one, but she said she didn't care for it much. Okay, it says thank you for the critter layer. I got 600 green dust, 157 of this, and a surprise. And then Trick or Treat begins. It's time to celebrate this Halloween season in the Valley with a special Trick or Treat event. From today until October 31st, you can collect some frightfully delicious treats. You'll also be able to craft Mickey's Halloween Candy Bowl to add to your haunting seasonal decor. Costumes encouraged, so dress your best. Okay, let's see. Let's do the candy one. Or the candy
Look
bowl
at them
one.
jewels just sparkling up there.
And then let's open this chest, see what we got. Ooh, an industrial tree lamp. That's interesting. Ooh, a hanging chair. I like that. We can add this to the bedroom I have. And then a partner statue. I want to say I have something similar to that. So this bedroom is all that theme. So we can F oh, where shall we put it? That looks good. I got a jack-o'-lantern, and I got this Mickey Mouse pumpkin, and I got a green trick-or-treat, which I should put out here on the table. I have another trick-or-treat bucket out here, so we should put this green trick-or-treat bucket next to the pink or purple trick-or-treat. I wish I could like go up to it and get candy out of it though, but you can't. It's just for decoration. Okay, do we have any quests? No, but I should look if that critter is out in the expansion. Not here today. This is the last. I need to take a picture with Maribel with that red and white striped capybara. But every time I get on and look, it says not in the village today. So I guess I need to look up when it is out and about. Okay. Devin was redeeming these earlier, so he was keeping us moving forward on progress on the build. There we go. So that is that step. Oh, and then it's connected to the bigger one. Oh, please, I just threw something at myself. Okay, so we want it on this side, it looks like. Let me move this over. So, okay, like this. So that was that step. We put the 2 leaves on and then we attached it to the bigger section. Cascoon. My things aren't matching up again. I don't. More and more lately that's been happening. Okay, so it's. There we go. More and more that's been happening though, where it's not the Pokemon is not matching up the picture to like what the thing is saying. Okay, let's go back to this, see what our duties are. So we need more fungus. We need to give Simba things and talk to Simba or Scar. Okay, so let's see what Simba's things are today. Bayozi, ghostly fish steak, and orange pitcher plant. Okay, I'm going to have to look up those 2 things because I don't know what either of those recipes are. So let's bring up IGN and look up Bayozi. Oh, pork, wheat, soy. Nope, don't have that. Ghostly fish steak. Ghostly fish steak. A here and there fish. I think I have a couple of those. So, let's get our orange pitcher plant. Or see if we have one. From the other area. These must have been to give to somebody. And I didn't. Oh well. Okay, let's cook this one. So asparagus, lemon, bell pepper, oregano, and a here and there fish. Interesting. Okay. So the other one required is pork. So I think I get that from the expansion. Apparently it's a 4-star meal. Pork, wheat, soya. Yeah, I would have to go to the expansion and buy meat. So there's that. Which is okay, because I have a ton of quests that need to be done. Well, I have like 3 quests that need to be done in the expansion. One I can't do today, because we looked at it.
Oh, I'm starved.
But I have
Glad
2
you're
more.
here.
Huh. See ya.
Let's find Scar.
Everyone here is so nice. Frankly, I find it a little disconcerting.
I've completed my patrol.
Oh, hello.
Oh no, that's something anymore.
Huh? Huh. Oh, I'm surrounded by...
Harvest red fruit with a pit, so probably cherries. But I'm just trying to do the star quest and the Halloween stuff. Basil berry salad, roasted almonds, and chili pepper puffs. Maybe get dessert. Yep, very basic stuff.
I'm so glad we get to talk. Oh, this is wonderful. Hello, my friend.
Yeah, trick A and B tier Pokemon might be under costume.
That was fun.
Hello.
Oh, he's so close to level 9. I mean level 10. Oh, there we go. Doodly doots. We'll get the ship.
Hey, hey.
I'm gonna make him hang out with me. Let's go talk to Merlin. We have just under 6 minutes left on Stream Raiders. And that one will be our last one for the day. It feels like today's stream just flew by. I really didn't think it would take that long to do, like, the
Well, I shall.
ornaments, but I guess it does. Okay, let's go home. Ooh, candy bucket. Purified night shards. You know, it really would do me better to pay attention to what the actual conversation I'm having with the character is, because now I don't know what the hell crystals they're talking about. So now I have to go back to Merlin and have him tell me again. Okay, Merlin.
Pleasant morning to you. What? Oh. Yes, indeed. Oh, blast it all. Everything's one big wet mess.
What crystals? The mystical crystal. That's alright. That is fine, Alex. You need the sleep. If you need to sleep, sleep. I sped through the conversation with Merlin, and I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be looking for now. Apparently, if you mine in the Forgotten Lands, you get the crystals. Which means I could possibly already have them and just not know it. Do they mean these things? Oh, I definitely have those things. But that's alright, I need to be out. I keep telling myself every time I see the sparkly holes in the ground, I'm gonna dig them up. And I did that a couple times, and then I just started running past them again. But I need them. So I really need to start doing that. But I know myself, and that is a lie I'm going to continue to tell myself. That I will dig up every shiny hole in the ground I find. See, I just ran past one. Although, I think I learned last time that I can make a night shirt, so maybe I don't? Excuse me, you're in the way of my stand. Thank you. With onyx, that's right. Let's do that. Let me 3 more of these. And now that I know what those crystals are, I'm pretty sure I already have them. Okay. Stream Raiders. Well, I was gonna say, oops, I guessed wrong, but they just went after that chest and then went right back. Whoop whoop. Let's see, the sarcastic kitty. A Sinistea. Okay, let's see. I don't think I... Nope, didn't finish any quests. But... I don't have that or that. So let's just go to scrolls and buy everything. Then... level up. And that is that for the day. I know, we didn't do very many, but we kept losing. But also, I knew that today was going to have to be like a fairly short, you know, on the shorter side for me. Still 3 hours, but, you know. Let's go back to Merlin. Where are you
I
going,
can
Merlin?
see into the future, so I know you should come talk to me.
Congrats, Crazy, you caught it.
Figitus, Figitus.
Oh, of course you will.
My best friend Ralph is a knucklehead, but I love him.
Okay, first, we'll go up here and see what's available at Kristoff's little booth. I'm not above buying what I need. So 20 or 10 more fabric, which we of course don't have enough for. 15 iron. I should really write this down. Let me get my little paper. Iron 15 glass 8 gold 5. Okay. And we're gonna go home to see if I have any of this in a thing before I go make like a stuff.
What do you try?
Because sometimes I pre-make stuff, but then it doesn't always like tell me. Like it doesn't register if it's pre-made. See, I have 5 glass here, and it didn't tell me I had any. So we'll take the glass. Iron ingot there. We have all of them and all of the gold too, so we really only need to make a couple more glass and plant some more cotton. We have cotton seed. I have some. We may have to ditch Eric and find somebody who does. Oh, Belle's right there. Bella is gardening, so ditch him and take somebody who has garden. Did I not finish that? No, I need 3 more. So peppermint tea, walleye, and crepe. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make the crepe because I think I ran out of eggs. The other one was peppermint tea, so there. Oh, let's just scroll past it.
Hey, kid!
Ooh, got him to level 6.
This is...
We got a bug.
Oh, it's you! Don't be a stranger.
Girl, we're just gardening. We don't gotta ask your dad.
Yes, I can really dig my claws into a place like this.
It's probably not enough cotton, but it's what we have to start with, so at least get some going. Okay, let's make the other 3 glass we need. Okay. And fabric. We need 5. Need. Okay, so that's Sunlit Plateau is where we need to go get it.
How's it going?
Oh no, I don't want 99. Okay. Let's go dig some more holes. We're digging a hole. We're digging a hole. A diggy diggy digging a hole. All the holes.
It's so warm. Oh, maybe I'll take a nap today. What a perfect day. Oh.
Let's go plant. Planting, planting, planting. And then after we're done planting and watering, I'll find somebody to raid into. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to turn, so I would be...
Ooh, today could be a perfect picnic day.
It could. Okay, so I did this one yesterday. And this is what I submitted. And it had really high numbers with it. Higher than I've ever done. So we'll see what that gets me. Like with the thing. And I voted on that one. And then this is the one we were rewarded on. And this was the submission I did. let's do this, and let me bring up the raid. And I try to also just have Twitch up and see who's on, because sometimes I feel like it doesn't give you like really who's on. You think you voted for me? Well, thank you. Okay, let's see. I feel like the raid thing doesn't always give you like who's really on. Whether that's true or that's just how I feel, I don't know. But either way, I feel like sometimes it doesn't always give you like everybody who's really on at that minute. Millennium Makuna's on. And he's doing the Nightmare Before Christmas. So well, I thank you, Laura. That's not what I meant to click. What was I doing? Oh, different window. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go to... What is up with my thing? Nope, not that. There we go. Oh, sorry, Alex. My brain is mush at this point this week. It is just utter mush. Sorry about that. I don't know why I was thinking about Laura. We're gonna raid into Millennium Makuna. If I can, do it right. If I can type it correctly. I did it. I want to thank Momo Lin, the Momo Lin, for the follow between last stream and this stream. I will be back Sunday with more Dreamlight Valley, and we can do all the things. I'll try to hold off on finishing Eric's quest till then, so that way you guys can see it, since I started it while I was streaming. And then next week will be more back to normal. Fantasy won't be getting out early, and Crazy will be home. So, I'll be back to my normal time and stream length. But we'll do some Harry Potter on Tuesday. I have 2 sets. And then Thursday we'll be finishing up the Halloween Advent and doing the bigger sets, or the 6 days into the slightly bigger build. And then the next week we'll be starting the Burrows. So have a great weekend.